So you remember in the last episode where I said that one poor draw in the Europa Conference League, European Conference League, whatever they call it nowadays, would mean disaster? Rosenborg. Easy, right? Hello, my name's Damien and I'm that Trucking Football Manager, and welcome back to Glasses United for the late July start of the European season. Ticket price has gone up to 108. It was 75 briefly. I'm very confused as to what we're charging for a season ticket. It's no wonder we haven't got very many season ticket holders if we don't know what they're meant to be paying. Never mind, we've got some transfers to catch up on. Oh boy, have we. A couple of these are big signings. A couple of these definitely aren't. There has been a concerted effort to sign homegrown players and very young players who will one day turn into homegrown players if they ever get good enough. And a couple of big name signings too. So, you can decide as each one comes in which one's which. We'll start with the outbounds. We knew Reece Garner has gone to Boreham Wood. He was always a fuss pot. He's quite a good left back, but he was a fuss pot and he wanted to leave, and fine, bye. In terms of released players, the list is a little bit more spectacular. If we scroll down to May 31st, Mitchell Roberts, who's gone on to retire. Daria Henry, who would have been better if he was homegrown. Who's gone to who? Havington Waterlooville. Fair enough. Stephen Sumner, who is at Man 62 now. Aaron Kendrick, who is yet to be picked up. Mel O'Kelly, who's gone to Mons Calpe. Callum Heath, who's gone to Europa Point. Tom Somerville is at Mons Calpe. Dom Hawkins is yet to be picked up. Gary Griffin is yet to be picked up. Delane Ferguson is yet to be picked up. Jamie Kirby has gone to St. Joseph's. Gavin Soul is free and easy. Scroll down. Ashley Willis is free and easy. Harry Johnson, same. Kevin Heim, same. Anthony Moore, same. Francis QB has gone to Lynx. And Danny Adams is at the Magpies. That's the list. And no one else has been released this season. I don't believe anyone's been sold yet this season. No. So, that's the list. A couple of them were borderline, but I think I've done well enough with who I've brought in, hopefully. We're about to find out. You're about to tell me in the comments. I have no doubt about that. So we start with Charlie Howe. We knew this guy was coming in before. He's come from Lincoln. His determination has taken a hit even walking in the door. I don't really know why. He plays a position we don't, which is a bit of a worry, but we can play him as centre mid, as an attacking centre mid, or a playmaker. I mean, he can pass and he can almost see. Deep line playmaker's an option, centre mid attack's an option. Centre forward's almost an option as well. He's very quick. He can't finish, but he's very quick. He's 22 years old and he's homegrown, so he's someone we can just shoehorn in there when there's no one else available. He's fine with that. He's a fringe player. He knows he's a fringe player. £180,000 from Lincoln. He played 20 times last season. That's every game. 11 goals, 5 assists, and 2 man of the matches. If that's good enough for Lincoln, that's good enough for me. Oscar Headley from TNS is a holding midfielder. Again, defensive midfielder, deep line playmaker. Passing's not great. Vision's not great. He's 19 years old. He might develop. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He's a youngster, 120 quid a week. He's gone straight into the resis. We didn't pay anything for him. If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. Who cares? If he does work out, we've got a homegrown player in about 3 years' time. I mean, he's desperately slow, isn't he? He's a deep line playmaker if he can learn to pass. He might not make it. Don't get me wrong. He might not make it. He probably won't make it. But 120 quid a week for a couple of years, don't really care. Giannis Panagi is a 19-year-old left back. English again, so no work permit issues. Left wing back. Attack. I did change that, didn't I? I don't remember if I changed that or not. Wing back left. Wing back. Attack. There we go. No, not wing back left. That's... No. Defender left, wing back, attack, please. There we go. That's what you're actually going to be doing with the club. Let's train that. He's gone. There he is. A bit of pace in him, a lot of stamina, determined lad, 19 years old. A much better signing, don't get me wrong. He's a bit weak, he's a bit short. His jumping reach is pathetic. Not the best tackler, not the best at marking, not really the best at passing or crossing, but you know, these things can be developed. He went from West Ham to Kings Lynn, played an entire season at Kings Lynn in the National North. Geography's a thing, because I wouldn't regard Kings Lynn as in the North, but never mind. 43 appearances, 4 assists, and 2 man of the matches. 38.5 grand brings him to us. That'll do. Don't mind spending that on a player like that. Again, I believe he is just young enough that he might one day qualify as homegrown. Is that valid? 5 years consecutively before the age of 18. After the age of 18. Oh, I'm confused. He might get it. I don't know. I've lost track. He speaks Greek, so why not? He is Cypriot, so that might be a problem going forward. He's capped for the English under-19s, so fair enough on that front. If Cyprus pick him up before we make him Gibraltarian, we might lose him, and that'll be a problem, but I think he'll be a good player one day. Charles Cunliffe, less sure. He's a left winger. He's got some pace. He's got some determination. That's a lot. There's a reason he's in the resis. He's got some patience and determination. He's 6'3", so there's a chance he'll become something. Again, 120 quid a week. Again, a free transfer. Don't care if he doesn't make it. He's got a chance. Give him that chance. Then we go to Danny Stevens of FC United of Manchester, or FCUM, as I like to pronounce it. Pace, determination, crossing ability, kind of. He's a right winger. In fact, we need to make sure he's training as a right winger, not a right midfielder. He is indeed. Good, good. I've lost him. There he is. Passing could be better, technique could be better, but he works hard off the ball, teamwork, determination, flair, bravery. The physicals are all beautiful. Fickle personality, far from perfect. We're paying him £3,200 a week. He reckons we're going to win the National League. I mean, we haven't told him that. He's just worked out on his own. Burnley boy who went to FCUM for free and got promoted to the National League and played 2 full seasons in it. And again, like I say about all the players who come from England, if you're used to playing 45 games a season, you'll probably survive playing 18 for me. That's £525,000 in total, of which most of it was this summer, minus that bit. So what, 350? 180, 130 is 310, 340, 350. Yeah, there you go. 350 plus another 250 there. Dean Phillips from Cambridge United. Centre midfielder, might make it, might not. Another one of them. He's got a chance, marking good, tackling good. If we look at him as a... what's the word I want? Playmaker. There it is. Playmaker, defend. Passing, technique, positioning, vision, physicals are all solid. Could become a good midfielder, could not. We are paying him 550 quid a week. That might be too much for a prospect, but you never know. Cambridge boy who's gone on loan to Basford in the National North. 2 assists in half a season. It's not bad. Great. He's 18 years old. We'll see what happens, basically. Didn't cost any money, so why not? James Caetano. Boom! I've been trying to get this guy for about 3 seasons. Basically, since I moved to Glasses, I thought he's not quite good enough for Europa. Let's see if we can get him. And he's finally got himself released by Europa. So here he is. He's 6 foot lots, 6'5", and with an afro, I guess. I don't know. Physicals are all solid. Jumping reaches into the moon. His heading is dreadful, which is why he doesn't score very many goals once he gets up there. But he's determined. Okay, he's 29. Determination doesn't matter that much, but he'll still work hard. He's a left winger, right winger, centre forward, whatever you fancy. He is a homegrown player, and he is going to absolutely bolster our ranks up front. So I am delighted. St. Joseph's boy, I believe that was us who signed him. I don't actually remember, but look at that. 7.41, 7.51, 8.15, 7.84, 7.71, 7.77, 7.52. His last season was his worst at 7.26. I don't think you can argue with that. He's got 206 appearances, 81 goals and 56 assists. Delighted to get this lad even especially for free. Dale McGrewer was also released by Europa. He got picked up by Inverness Caledonian Thistle, so we weren't getting anywhere near him. We did try. He wouldn't even sit down at the table with us, which is a bit sad. Abdul Pinnington. This is too much money to spend on a prospect. I know that. I understand that. But hey, we had 4 million quid to burn. I'll spend some of that on a prospect that looked half decent. He's determined enough. Stamina, pace, most of the physicals. He's a little bit short, but that doesn't matter at right back or left wing back. I don't know why he's a right back and a left wing back, but not a left back or... Never mind. He does a lot of stuff, to be fair. Not desperately composed. Can't mark. Can't pass. Not great positioning. Can't really see. Long shots are absolutely atrocious. It's fine. 200 and... What did I say? Not 250 grand. 90 grand. 90 grand is a lot of money. But at the same time, I don't actually care about 90 grand when there's 4 million quid in the transfer budget. Chuck him in the reserve, see if he develops. If he does, he'll be homegrown. If he doesn't, he'll be in the bin. Richie Blake from Colchester United is an 18-year-old left-back. This one's not a prospect. This one's going to work. I'm afraid it's simply a fact. He's 18 years old. His physicals are all double digits. His determination is 15. He can even head the ball as a left-back. His positioning and teamwork are fantastic. His tackling is really good. Yes, he needs to learn to cross. That's it. He needs to learn to cross. He needs to learn to play defence left, wing back, attack. That'll teach him some crossing. That'll learn him. We'll see how he gets on, but already first choice, second choice. One of the choices at left back, and again, 18 years old, again, will be homegrown in a couple of years. Perfect. Oscar Aizpurua. Ooh, am I excited about this one. Finishing of 10 is the worst attribute I can see in the ones that are relevant, honestly, and that says something. His pace is good, his stamina, strength, he's incredibly well balanced, he's aggressive, composure, decision making, he's a very, very good centre forward, he's a Spanish centre forward, he's 18 years old. He's played for Real Sociedad reserves and reserves of reserves. Let's pop onto that page so you can see. Never played in the first team for Sociedad, but he's played in the B team a couple of them. In fact, he spent a season in the B team there, and 2 seasons in the C team. Which means, at the age of 18, by my maths, he's been playing since he was 13 and a half. Guess he's good enough then. Yeah, that finishing could be better, but that's literally the only thing. And if we just say additional focus... shooting. That might fix him. But again, Oscar Aizpurua, again, I've picked up a player I probably aren't going to be able to pronounce all that well. That's an issue. But 3. Nothing. Nil. Nip. Zip. Diddly and squat. Very excited. Trey Hammond from Orlando City Academy is our new backup goalkeeper. What do you mean backup goalkeeper? You already had 2 TTFM. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. He's 18 years old. He's not quite there, don't get me wrong, but I'm interested to see how he develops. He will be the backup keeper. He'll play the reserves a lot. He's played for the Academy, Orlando City Academy, 34, 39 conceded, 20 games, 34 conceded. Not the very best, but MLS Academy teams are hardcore, to be fair. And finally, Konrad Korachevsky. If we assume as in Chesney. Don't know. Polish, holding midfielder or right back. He's got himself a work permit. Don't really know how. He's from Bayern Munich. Decision making good, determination okay. If he's going to play right back, he's quick enough. He's got all the defensive attributes. Again, not great going forward. If he's going to play holding mid, he's a ball winner, no question. If he's going to play right wing, he'll get a bit lost. He won't really understand right wing very well. But again, we're going to develop him now. I keep meaning to do this every time I sign someone, and then we talk about it, and I go, I forgot to do that thing. So we're going to go wing back attack on this lad as well, and that should hopefully drag up his attacking mentalities a bit. But another one of those Polish ones. I wonder if this guy will go as well as Konieczny did for San Marino, who I still adore Konieczny that many years later. Anyway, that's 15 minutes of your life you'll never get back. So should we talk about the actual what's going on? We played some friendlies. We won them all 3-0, 7-0, 8-0, 2-1. We have got Rosenborg. Whoop. They've only got 11,000 season ticket holders at 227 quid a pop. I'm sure we'll match them easily. In other news, oh bugger. We did not want a team like Rosenborg. We're going to get smashed, and we're going to be knocked out first round, which is really annoying, because if you look at who we've drawn in the second round, or sorry, third round, because we qualified for this, we've drawn either Chernomore of Bulgaria or Alashkert of Armenia. It would be really handy if we didn't have to take on Rosenborg first. But we have to take on Rosenborg first. I expect to lose comfortably, but never mind. Who cares anyway? Oh, the thing with Anyanwu is he still won't consider a new contract. I'm happy to let him go. At 21, he's very old. He's not, obviously. He's a young keeper. There's teams in for him for 45 grand. It's not enough. 42 and a half, actually, for the Cano Pillars. But I don't think he's worse than Moreno. I think Moreno's a good goalkeeper too. He's a much more rounded goalkeeper, I think, with better reflexes. And then we've also now got Hammond as well, who's going to get that. I think those two goalkeepers, both American. I might be making the wrong decision. I'm sure the comment section is about to tell me how much of a wrong decision I'm making. But there it is. Moreno will start in goal. And by the way, it shows how much we've improved the side. Moreno's gone from 4.5 stars to 3 stars over the summer. We've definitely improved things. Moreno will start in goal. Panagi, Blake, Vincent, and Pinnington will be the back four with Howe and Holmes in the middle, Stevens and Caetano on the wings, Woods and Aispurua up front. I'm going to regret signing him just for his name, aren't I? We need to pick some squad numbers, folks. We love squad number time. Right, what have we got? Panagi is the left back. Get yourself a number 3 on your back there, champ. Richie Blake, centre-half-ish. 6? Yeah, Pennington's not very good. We'll give him 27. Blake can have 28. I'm not being generous. Daniel Stevens, the right winger, can have 19. Charlie Howe can have 20. Caetano 21. And Aispura can have 8. I don't know why I'm giving him 8. He's got Rooney vibes, that's all I'm saying. Has he got Rooney vibes? He hasn't really got Rooney vibes, have he? I don't know why I said that out loud. Right, fingers crossed, plat everything. Let's go get battered by Rosenborg. If we don't get knocked out in this round, I'll actually be genuinely very surprised. They've got a lot of older players, though. You've got to say this is the start of season 14. To have real players is rare. I mean, I know I've got a younger than average side, but... Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's going to be one of those where it's going to be a nightmare to pronounce them as well. Hagerup, back to the keeper. Long ball forward. Got to win it back there. Vincent's lined up. Doesn't even go for it. Thorflaw is through. It's a great save from Moreno. Pennington lacking a little bit for... what's the word? Begins with C. Composure. Perez over the throw-in to Heigstad Johnston and back to Perez. Cross comes in and it's a good win for Storflaw. And 2 minutes and 45 seconds in, we could be 2-0 down. Perez with another throw and nodded inside. Pennington finds Stevens. Aispurua can take on Hagerup. Can he make the intelligent run? Doesn't matter, no one's looking. Oh, Pennington's gone for it. Hagerup wins the header well and back it comes. Asarod. Don't do it. Oh, Wood steps in well against Larson. Aispurua is in absolute acres in the middle if he can find him. Oh, it's taken too long. Cuts it back and it's a dreadful pass as well. I think we're probably lacking for what's the word? Oh, sorry, I've got H in my foot. That's very unprofessional. Aispurua is through. We're lacking for dynamics, aren't we? We've put a lot of new players in this side. Aispurua hits one and goes through the goalkeeper. And Oscar Aispurua on his debut. And we're 1-0 up. And you have to say against the run of play. Can you say against the run of play after 5 minutes? I don't really know. Oh, one thing I should mention. Obviously, I made a big thing about the Women's Euros. And as you watch this, the Women's Euros are long finished. So you might be wondering why I haven't reacted yet. And that's because, from my point of view, the final is 2 more days away. So, you know, I can react to the semis, but that's a bit late now, isn't it? Pennington's cross, very deep. No one goes. Again, Rastutis brings it away. And if you're Vincent in that situation, your job, surely, is to just go try and win it. There's no point starting to backtrack when you realise it's not coming to you. There's no one else up there. Big cross in. Blake wins it beautifully, and Azarod will pick it up. Perez. Back to Azarod. Howe is putting good pressure on. Looped ball towards Caetano. Busnays. Awesome name. Awesome. Busnays. Vutadol to Azarod to Storflaw, which is where you buy your shopping from, the Storflaw. Perez. So they're going to score now, aren't they? Rastutis to Fusnes. Asarod. Pedersen. Overlapping ball for Perez. That was easy. Driven across, and it's Fusnes. Who else was it going to be? Halvard Fusnes. Considering trying to sign him just because of the name. And it's one each. Bearing in mind this is the away leg first, and there's no away goals. But it's been 11 minutes, and my God, has it been a long 11 minutes. It's nearly 6 minutes of recording time for those 11 minutes. So this episode is going to be one of the stonkers, I'm afraid. What do you expect from a summary transfer window? Summary transfer window? Transfer window summary. Summer transfer window summary. Summer summary. Summary summer. I'm just warbling now. It's ridiculous. Throw in for Vutudal for Rosenborg. Fusnes to Hagstad Johnston. Big ball in deep. Storflaw with the header. And that was easy, wasn't it? Yeah. So, it's been half an hour. But you have to say they've looked a lot better than us. It's a good ball in. I mean, there's questions need answering about the positioning of the two centre-halves. No question about that. No question that there needs to be questions. And they need answering. Yes. I'm concise. 5 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it at the back. Larson to Rockehome. Big ball forward. Vincent has to win this. Oh my God. We've got away with another one there, folks. Blake, can we nick one right before half-time? Panagi lifts it forward. Woods has to compete. Doesn't go. Peru will win that race, though. Finds Woods next to him. Could have just gone on his own, really. The cutback was on, and Woods has been a bit selfish. We've had our chances, but we're nowhere near as good as them. I think that's a fair way of putting it. I'm going to go with you've been terrible, sort it out. No one's unhappy about that. Let's move on. Kick-off highlight. Scary. Blake to Panagi. Caetano inside to Howe. Nice little ball. That's not. And back it comes. And Holmes could get sent off really early doors here. He's trying. Nah, it didn't work. Vutadal to Fusnes. Big ball in. Pennington must win. Doesn't even go for it. Cut back to Rastutis. And oh my God, how did he miss that? Moreno to Vincent. I know we could have scored a couple more, but they could have scored a lot more. Vincent out wide to Stevens. That's a nice little ball. Stevens sort of spoons it across to Caetano. Woods in front of him. Panagi's out wide. That's nice. Panagi needs to find the right ball. Inside to Woods. That's Isapura. He's offside, surely. Yeah, the flag's gone up. Isapura is offside. Isperua. Eyes, like the things in your head. Peru, like the country. That's what I'm going with. I'm sure it's wrong. I'm sure you'll tell me otherwise. But Pennington, early ball in. Caetano on his debut. Welcome back to TTFMFC, my friend. I mean, he can't head for toffees, but yet he's so big it doesn't matter. It just hits him. And sometimes it bounces in the right direction, like then. I mean, it very nearly didn't. He had so much goal to aim for, and he still managed to find the keeper. Biscuits in for a head. No question. Absolute 50p head. But occasionally it works, and I love him for it. And it's 2 each. Perez has gone back to the keeper. There's a low ping, and Caetano intercepts it. Woods is there. There's men over. Can we find one of them? Howe is unmarked in the middle. Kind of. There he is. He's at the post. How's he done that? I have no idea how he's managed that. I couldn't have hit the post from there if I tried. Probably wouldn't have hit the ball, to be fair, but that's not the point. Vincent to Pennington. Stevens. The ball forward is still on. It's not in front of Isapura, it's behind him. Use his pace. Blake to Panagi. Woods is drifting away from his man. Caetano's outside Panagi but doesn't go anywhere. Caetano back to Howe. Holmes. Blake. I just remember why Caetano got such a bad rating the other year. It's because they were playing him at centre-half for most of the season. Woods to Stevens. Stevens tucks it in the bottom corner, and Daniel Stevens on his debut puts us 3-2 up. I think it's his debut. I honestly lost track of who I'm signing in my head. And somehow we're winning against Rosenborg in one of the longest games I've ever commentated on. in one of the longest episodes, and that's by my standards. It's a lovely finish into the bottom corner, and do we have a chance? Do we need to make changes? Well, we might. They're making changes. Malum Otheim. Hagstad Johnson. Probably Johnson. Larson. Oh, that was easy. Asarod. Forward to Hagstad Johnson. Fusnays. And Rastutis is through. That was easy. Great save from Moreno again. I'm feeling better and better about my decision with Moreno, I have to say. He's clearly got the composure to deal with big games. And that's obviously what the one thing you risk with a youngster, especially a young goalkeeper, is are they just going to go to pieces like a jigsaw puzzle? And actually this one, he's good. He has the odd howler in him, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't seem to be pressure-based, it just seems to be stupidity-based. And I can get behind that. I was a very stupid goalkeeper when I was a goalkeeper. I made all sorts of problems, but it was never because I was panicking. It was just because I wasn't very good. Stevens! There is another one, and Danny Stevens, who I very nearly took off, I have to say. Gets a fourth goal after Ice Perua hit the crossbar. Surely we're not going to take out Rosenborg. Ice Perua is very unlucky not to score there, but at the same time very lucky to somehow chest that ball backwards. Find Stevens, who just smacks it very hard. We're going to take Howe off because he's looking quite tired. What's the time? 67. I always have to duck because the clamp for my lamp. The clamp for my lamp obscures the time, but only when it's paused. Very strange. We didn't bring any midfielders with us. That's a bit of an issue. Well, Davy Woods can go back there then, can't he? And then Howe can come off and Manny Williams can come on. That'll work. Craig Rickard, just seeing his face there. He's had a moan. I forget what about. I forget what the upshot of his moaning... Oh, that was it. Apparently, I'd promised him we'd qualify for Europa League. I don't see why I'd have done that. Because we can't qualify for Europa League. But he kicked off about it. Woods hits Howe, who was probably offside. He was. So apparently, I promised him he could play in Europa League, and he got in a snit because he didn't. So he's leaving at the end of his contract. But that's not for a little while. So hopefully, he'll get over his paddy and carry on. He's quite happy that I said, fine, you can go at the end of your contract, see how I care. Stevens can break through for his hat-trick. Stevens! Oh dear. Oh dear. Never mind. Plenty more vision to see and all that. What can we do now? Who have we got on the bench? Kaidoa. Nope. Okiowu. Nope. Darius Smith. Nope. Craig Rickard. Probably not. Chris Eaton, maybe. Having said nope about Okio, let's chuck him on at right back instead of Pennington, who is looking knackered. Chris Eaton for Caetano? Yeah, why not? That'll do. That'll do, donkey. 10 to play. Perez, with the free kick, floats it in, and it's a good header, and it's a good header away. Eaton can launch a counter-attack, we never get to see him try. And there's 4 to play. Eaton over a corner this time. Starting to regret taking off Caetano because of his height, if nothing else. Could have put him up front. Holmes to Eaton. Hits one. Oh, Chris Eaton, welcome to the match. How's it the second goal of the season? He didn't actually sub in the first game of the season. You're not counting friendlies in that score tally, surely? Never mind. He's got a goal. He scored a goal. Yay. Maybe it's getting confused because he's playing where Caetano was. Maybe that's what it just did. I don't know. Or maybe it counts friendlies. I don't know. If it counts friendlies, then some of these players run a lot more goals than that. Going into injury time, 5-2 up away at Rosenborg. Just saying. Vincent once again fails to win the header. He is not a commanding centre-half, is he? Moreno plays one down the wing to Stevens. That's gorgeous. There's 3-on-2 in front of him. Stevens puts one in front of Ice Perua. Can he bury one? Yes! No! Oh, how many could we have had? I don't want to sound greedy. I really don't. But there's another leg to play, yeah? Vincent wins a header against absolutely nobody. Ice Perua puts one in front of Woods, who's fouled by Azarod. Eaton was on the break there, but he's gone. Kim Roger Azarod. The name gets better every time I see different bits of it. Stevens lifts one into the area. That's just awful. But Kim Roger Azarod plays no more. I mean, obvious goal scoring opportunity is harsh. Let's be honest. It's not a red. Stevens to Ice Perua. Williams is inside. Back to Holmes instead. Okio misses out. Don't want to concede one here, please. Perez. Pedersen. Holmes don't get sent off. Just don't get sent off now. And don't concede a goal. And score one. Do all of those things and I'll be happy. Anything less than that, I'll be disgusted. Not really. Vincent wins another header against nobody. Holmes to Stevens. Okio was on the overlap. Better ball would have been better. Williams taps one in front of us. Perua goes around the keeper, and this time he's got another one. And it's 6-2 to Glasses United. Over, let's be honest, a much better team in Rosenborg. This ball by Stevens to Okio is dreadful, by the way. And Okio somehow salvages it into that hopeful lump forward that becomes a hopeful tap forward, which becomes a lovely finish. And we're going to go in to the return leg 6-2 up on Rosenborg. I simply don't understand. Outstretched arms. Guess what, guys? That was really special. Holy smokes. Right. Well, let's get to the second leg, shall we? What's going on in the game against Chernamora 4-2 up on Alashkert? Having bigged up how easy it would be to beat Chernamora, wouldn't it suck if we lost to them now? Let's get there first. Stevens makes lots and lots and lots of people made an immediate impact in that game. Splendid stuff. See you in a minute. So, largely the same team, and Yanwu has left, which leaves us with the slightly questionable position of no goalkeeper on the bench because Trey Hammond is not yet registered, which is annoying because it means I'll need to register Trey Hammond for the next round, which means I won't be able to register any of the other new players, which I'd much prefer to register for the next round. But never mind. Again, assuming we get there, I know it's a TTFM team with only a 4-goal lead. Anything could happen. Weirdly, Kai Dover is under offer on loan from the McDons. I don't know why they want him, but he's not homegrown. I've got a reasonable array of centre-halves, so I'm fine to let him go. It's recallable, I believe. I can't remember. I don't care. He's not that good. Couple of minor changes. Williams comes in up top. Woods drops to centre midfielder, and Howe makes way altogether. Moreno will be in goal with Panagi, Blake, Vincent and Pennington along the back four. Woods, Holmes, Stevens, Caetano, Williams and Ice Perua. If we can do half of what we just did, it will be fantastic. I'm still struggling. I've had time to sit here and play through and go, ooh, how did that happen? I still don't know. We have improved our junior academy coaching to excellent from good, which is excellent. Apart from that, I've not been allowed more coaches, not been allowed more scouts, but it's surprising the things they won't let me do. Panagi goes for a long throw, because why not, right? Caetano picks it up on the edge, has a go, it's a crossbar, and Pedersen will hack it clear. And that was quick. We're into another highlight. Perez, who's managed to get himself booked already, to Pedersen. Lifts it forward. Rastuti's got to be offside, hasn't he? No? Oh well, never mind. Marina makes a good save, and defenders don't react quickly enough to prevent the corner. It's wrong, but I've got a 4-goal lead into this, and I'm just not confident. Perez drives across to the back stick. Vincent heads it away, and Vincent's won a header. I did consider swapping him out, but I decided against it. Mostly because I don't know who I'd put there instead. Yeah, I think it was a sharpness thing that Dover's just not sharp enough to play there. Pennington has the throw. Holmes. Back to Pennington. Holmes, Pennington and Vincent along the back line. It sounds very English indeed. Vududal doesn't. Wins the header. Pedersen. Back to Asarod. Lifted forward. Blake's got to win it. Does. Brings it under control. Slides it into Vincent, who knocks it all the way home. Moreno back to Blake again. Vincent again. Pennington to Stevens. Ice Perua. Cute little back heel. Holmes. Woods knocks it down to Williams, who lifts it just onto the crossbar. How many times do we have to hit the woodwork? I want to describe a goal. I don't think I'll be able to give it any of the justice it deserves. Hey, it's an English referee again. It's Craig Porton this time. And we didn't sell out for this match. Panagi's throw. Over everybody, straight to Larson. Easy ball for him. Lifts it forward. There was a goal that Dave Woods scored in one of the games towards the end of the season. I forget who against. Probably Montecalpe. where he gets it facing like diagonally away from goal. Williams is through and somehow fires it wide. More or less where Williams was, but the keeper's coming out to him. And he's facing northeast, if you picture it on the screen. Like, so he's facing this way. And somehow does a weird chop back heel flick that dinks it over the keeper. He like wrong foot, left footed, back heel flick, possibly off the other ankle. I don't know what he's done. I can't work out the mechanics of it apart from to say it was absolutely beautiful. I can't remember what game it was in to be able to find you a replay of it, but just trust me, it was gorgeous. Caetano and Panagi like little and large out there. Have you seen? They're definitely the wrong way around, aren't they? Caetano should be at left back if they're that size. Williams fires one forward. It's a lot of work on for Ice Perua. Hagerup back to the keeper, right on the line. Obviously, it won't have crossed it. There's 3 on at the back now. Azarod. Oh, somehow we get away without a highlight there. Panagi to Blake. Panagi again. Caetano inside to Woods, to Williams. Ice Perua. It's a poor ball all round. Larson sends it back to the keeper. This one not quite as close to the goal line. It's well won by Vincent, I think. It's a weird line, isn't it? Pedersen to Perez. Hagerup to Asarod. Fires it all the way home. Big ball forward, and Woods coming out of the midfield to nod it down to the right back. That's brave. Hagerup to Pedersen. Azarod to Perez. They like to keep possession, don't they? Storefloor to Rastutis, and Vincent doesn't get his foot in. This time we're in trouble, and it is in the bottom corner from even Pedersen. It's amazing. It's still a 3-goal lead coming off a half-time, and I have absolutely no confidence we're going to hold out. I don't know why. I guess it's because we did look pretty shaky in that first game, even though we scored 6 goals. And there, the defence are just not quite reacting fast enough. We're in at half-time. We're only 1-0 down. According to the XG, we're better than them. What a 45 minutes that was, you've blown them away. Well, that's clearly not true. Well done, we're still leading. Let's go with that. Anything need changing? I'm tempted. I am tempted to bring on Darius Smith at left back. Panagi's been good though. No, we'll leave him alone. Woods can come off because he'll need a break if we are going to go through. And Charlie Howe is a good replacement for him. I'm thinking about bringing on Taraj for Stevens. That's too early. Maybe later. Because Stevens was very good in the second half of the last one. Icebrewer back to Vincent. Holmes to Pennington. Stevens can set off. Doesn't go. Pennington finds him to feet instead. Holmes in front of Bass. A gorgeous ball to Pennington. Welcome to the pitch, son. Cross. Oh, it's just over the top from Williams. And Williams has been poor again. I say again. I don't mean like he's always awful. What I mean is it's the start of every season. He just seems to completely misfire for a few games. And he's missed a couple today already. Storefloor, breaking through the middle. That's a bit easy. Lurseth. Back to Rice-Dutis. Lifted up the right wing to Storefloor. He's got 2 men on. One of them gives up. Panagi will challenge. Lurseth back in. And it's a foul by Vincent. Oh, God. The flashbacks are happening. Azarod to take it. Moreno's quite good with penalties. As much as any goalkeeper can ever be good with penalties. Goes the right way, doesn't quite get there. And suddenly it is a 2-goal lead that we hold with 38 minutes to play. If away goals was still a thing, we'd need 3. Just saying. Encourage. Come on, boys. We're better than this. Encourage has not worked. Right. Let's freshen it up. Stevens is having a good game, but is also quite tired. We'll put Taraj on there. Do we make the 3rd change? Eaton started well in the last one. Eaton up front? Eaton for Williams and Caetano up front. That's... Now you're talking my language. Eaton for Williams, Caetano up top. Let's go with that. Because Caetano is an absolute lump. And that might be what we need when we're playing long balls up the pitch. Ice Perua goes wide to Taraj. And also Caetano is, like, not the very fastest. So Caetano's in there, doesn't get there. Howard nods it down to Eaton. Panagi's bombing forward. Eaton back to Panagi, lifts it in. Taraj with the header just over the top. And for a little guy, you have to say Taraj is actually really good in here. It has to be pointed out that we've had 16 shots, 3 on target. That is woeful. Now 18 shots, 3 on target, which is worse. Made all 3 changes? Of course we have. Let's go with praise. Why not? We're 2-0 down at home. They like that one. Panagi. Down the line towards Caetano, who's, I mean, that's his pace right there. Larson back home. Big ball forward. Got to win it. Don't. He's offside. He's got to be offside. Lino. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. Pat him on the head. Moreno can find Holmes. Look at Holmes in the middle. He's in acres. Give it to him. Blake lifts it up. Caetano doesn't win it. Holmes doesn't close it down. It's getting a bit bitty, isn't it? Perez. Pennington got to get a toe in there. That's a good finish. And it's 1 goal going into injury time. I told you they're much better than us. We gave ourselves a 4-goal head start and it's starting to prove like it might not be enough. Pennington, that touch is awful, mate. Just throw yourself at it. You've got to win that. Alright, into injury time. No highlights, please. We're fine. We're done. 95 minutes, and we finally get there. And we have crept past Rothenburg. And that shot accuracy, that's it, isn't it? 21 shots. If we get half of them on target, we score another 2 goals. No. Far from pleased with what I just saw from this team. I don't care that we're through. I'm going to tell them off. Because it's a poor result. A 3-0 defeat. Chernamore are some down here somewhere, I imagine. Ooh, Red Star with a 9-1 aggregate win. I can't remember who they were playing. We'll find out on the next page, really, won't we? I don't know why we're bothering. We're gonna be playing Chernamore. I thought we might be. That'll do. Chernamore are 150 season ticket holders at 33 quid a go. They're a Bulgarian top-level side. Surely we've got to be beating them. Please. Please can we beat them? Please? Very quick look to find out what happened elsewhere. That's the third. We want the second. This is my favourite bit of this game, and yours as well, I'm sure. Desperately searching to find the other teams that are relevant. And I can't find any of them. I've done the season thing again. Oh, I hate that. Right. Try again. League pass, second qualifying round. There's us. That was easy. Hold the line, caller. Your call is important to us and will be answered in the order received. I haven't found any of them. That's a worry. Let's try looking for that beautiful Gibraltarian flag. There's one. That's ours. Ha! I mean, they've got to be here, right? Haven't they? Did we get second qualifying round by default and everyone else went out in the first? Is that a thing that happens? Am I losing my mind? That's possible. That's quite likely. But there's Mons Calpe losing 2-1 aggregate to Dynamo Minsk. There's Lincoln losing on penalties to Barry Town United. Wow. Okay. So, obviously, we're further up the rankings than I thought because we automatically got a second qualifying round berth. Maybe it was a bye. I don't know. But the point is, we've just scraped past Rosenborg. We're playing Chernamore next, and I will see you there. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this one, please do like, sub up if you are new, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.